Pixel Gun was one of my favorite games when I was younger, and when I found out that you could play it on computer with Steam, I just had to try it. Pixel Gun was made back in 2013, and it's been a long time since I've played it. My name is 2D Tato, and I'm going to see if this game is still fun. So I just loaded up my Pixel Gun, and I was honestly extremely surprised at how good it looked. Either playing on mobile made it look bad when I was younger, or I just don't remember, or maybe it just actually looks better now. I'm gonna guess it just looks better. After shooting a few zombies, saving a robot, walking across a bridge, and getting in a helicopter, the game lets you choose from one of these characters, but I did not realize that you could actually change your name, so I was just stuck as Steel Crow. I chose a soldier guy, and then it just sends you straight into a match where you go around and shoot bots. And you could definitely tell that there are bots because they just let you shoot them in the face. This is basically just another part of the tutorial because all they're doing is sending bots at you, which make you feel like you're good at the game, even though they're just the easiest things to kill on Earth. Wait, Daredevil's on my team. So yeah, after this epic no-scope, me and Daredevil were easily able to take that win. And I really don't know how this game was able to just include Daredevil. They're definitely going to need a really good lawyer. Then the game makes you buy a new weapon, which is a lot better than the original one. And then you click the 2 battle button, which sends you into another round. And this round consists of just shooting more bots in the face. It's that simple. Sadly, Daredevil's on the other team this time. And also this round I learned that the knife is basically useless. But other than that, nothing really interesting happened, so I decided to move on to the campaign. The way the campaign starts is that Pixel Man is sleeping on a farm, and then he hears a noise outside and immediately grabs his gun. Then he sees some people outside digging in his yard. How horrible. And it turns out they're zombies. So after that expert storytelling, you go outside and shoot zombies, just like you expected. Then you fight the boss and the level is over, and you save the world. Just kidding. Pixel Man actually just observes the body of the dead boss and for some reason gets really angry. Like, just look at his face. And he sees someone calling for help, so he immediately runs over. Now it's the next level and you're fighting ghosts, zombies, and skeletons and stuff just to save this random guy. And even though I finished in 2 minutes, I was late somehow. But the guy conveniently had an evacuation pamphlet, so Pixel Man steals a conveniently placed police car and then drives away. And now you're in the city and you just do more shooting, of course. Between levels, I've been making sure to buy stuff and upgrade my gear, but I ended up buying the Dracula, which I thought would be good, but it turned out to be absolute garbage. I also changed my skin to a Halo guy and my name to 2D Tato. Okay, so in the next level, he looks at a dead body and then finds a card for the hospital, so he decides to go there because it might be the source of all the craziness. And honestly, this is a really creepy level. Like, I don't know what they were thinking with this because a lot of the community in this game is kids. But who am I to judge? Then I fight the weird looking boss with a chainsaw, and I'm on my merry way. Pixel Man gets out of there, admitting it was a bad idea. Then he sees a helicopter, tries to get their attention, but they could not care less, and he decides to follow them across a bridge. This level was the hardest one so far, but I was playing on the hardest difficulty because I'm not a wimp. So yeah, it was basically just the same thing as the rest of the levels, go around shooting things, till at the end, the Incredible Hulk comes out for some reason, and he is just overpowered, and he instantly kills me. So yeah, I did it all again, which was basically the same thing, but a bird got all the way up there for some reason, so that's interesting. And when the boss came again, I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end it didn't even matter. And then I decided to change the difficulty to medium because I'm a wimp. And the boss ended up getting stuck, which was really easy to kill him with. Then I got a little overconfident and decided I was going to fish him with my knife, and I barely survived that. And I don't know what I would do if I died there. Maybe I wouldn't even upload this video. After that, I decided to do some multiplayer games, and this being my first round against real players and not bots, I expected it to be hard, but it was actually extremely easy. It could have been a ranking system though, and I was just playing against new players, but my team was able to win 25-8, and I had a score of 1,170 with 15 kills. So yeah, I kinda carried a little bit. So yeah, then I decided to play another match in Nuketown, which they renamed Nuclear City. And again, they're gonna need a really good lawyer. This round was definitely a lot harder though. Like, the people I was fighting actually knew what they were doing. But they still aimed like stormtroopers most of the time, so I was able to get a lot of kills. And things were going really smoothly. My team was absolutely dominating the other team. Until this guy literally came from the sky and killed me with a gun that I don't even know what this is. He was absolutely unstoppable. Like, you couldn't even get near him without him just one-shotting you. The laser minigun. I remember saving up for this thing forever when I was younger and I could never get it. And yeah, after this guy showed up, we really had no chance, and that was my first loss. Then I tried out their Squid Game minigame. Somebody's gonna need a really good lawyer. and I died almost immediately. Okay, that's it. I'm doing the Battle Royale mode. So yeah, it's just Fortnite. You spawn in a spaceship and then you jump out into the world and you need to find guns and stuff. And not even seconds after landing, someone already starts shooting at me, which is ridiculous. So yeah, I go grab a gun, and little did I know that the gun I grabbed was literally the best gun that you could get in Battle Royale. Look at this. That's a lot of damage. Of course I grabbed a few more guns, but they were basically useless compared to the really good one that I found at the beginning. So yeah, I just one-shot a few more people, and then the final person died without me even doing anything, and I won. I decided I was going to go back to normal multiplayer, and so far the only levels I've been playing are ones that I know well, so I decided to play a new one, Backrooms. But it turns out it was literally just a reskin of one of the classic levels, and they really ruined it because it used to be a really nice level. And before I started, I got a new gun that was literally just a blaster from Star Wars, and here I found out that it was absolutely overpowered. And it does a lot of damage when you get headshots, like a crazy amount of damage. A strategy that I really liked was getting headshots and then jumping around people waiting for my gun to reload. And I just felt absolutely unstoppable while using this thing. I am not sure how well they balance the guns in this game, but I am not going to complain because this gun is way too fun to use. But we were able to beat the enemy team 43-28. But I didn't actually completely carry this time because I actually came second place on the leaderboard. Then the next map I chose was the Paradise Resort. This round was particularly hard because the enemies literally worked as a team, which is unheard of. So you just get gunned down the second you step out in the open. So mainly all I did was just use the sniper this round. Then I ended up losing and I only had 8 kills this round. And the guy on the other team had 17 kills. So yeah, definitely not my best round. And now I really want to play the mini-games like Deadly Games, which is a parody of the Hunger Games, and the Parkour Challenge. But it turned out I actually needed to level up to unlock them, so I played a couple more rounds. First I played in the space station because my Star Wars blaster would have been in its natural habitat. It was a fun round, but then I saw that someone had the Star Wars blaster and I immediately started chasing him. He ran as fast as he could, but he could not escape me. You do not use my own weapon against me. Run away and get away with it. Come back here. And just like that, he was gone. And it was another victory where I had 21 kills. Then I went to the White House, absolutely destroyed people, and then got an easy win. Then I went to a map called Arabian Dust and also got another easy win. And now I'm level 5, which means I could play the mini games I wanted. And I immediately chose Deadly Games. So there's a 5-second countdown, and then everyone needs to run and grab stuff from a chest. And sadly, I did not get a bow and arrow, so I can't be like Katniss. And I got stuck thinking that I could climb up those stairs, so then Minecraft Steve comes over with the flamethrower and kills me. So yeah, now I gotta start again. So I wait for the countdown again, and I go to grab my chest, and it turns out I didn't even pick up my gun. Luckily, no one saw me. And it turned out to be a literal machine gun, so I started gunning people down like there was no tomorrow. Oh, you think you could kill me with that thing? No, I don't think so, buddy. And it looks like the last person left took Hamish's advice and ran for it. They were already at the top of the stadium by now, so I needed to go hunt them. But this guy was definitely not going down without a fight because he tried to snipe me multiple times with his rocket launcher. But eventually I got close enough to start shooting him, and he was no match for my machine gun. And I got a hard-earned victory. Then I decided to do the Parkour Challenge, which is just an obstacle course. And I didn't do too great. It's kind of like a obstacle course race. I was falling behind and eventually just kept getting stuck at the same spot. And I just decided to quit. After that, I decided to make a custom cape of my YouTube profile. Later, I found out that I accidentally made it backwards, but I'm not changing it. Now my character's fully stacked with a cape and a bunch of other things. So I decided that I should play some Battle Royale so I could really see my cape in action. So I jumped out, grabbed some weapons, you know, the usual. And this person came over thinking that they would actually stand a chance, but of course they didn't. And right after that, I ran over and grabbed this chest to find out that it literally had the gun that I had last round that was absolutely overpowered. And the round was smooth sailing from there. I was able to shoot some people, and I also grabbed some medkits and armor patches. And there was this guy over here hiding behind some bushes to sneak up on me, but his plans failed. Plus he didn't even end up shooting me once. And then while I'm minding my own business, 2 people sneak up on me, but I completely forgot how to aim here, and it really took me too long to finish this guy. And the other guy wasn't too big of a deal, but he did get some pretty good damage on me, but he couldn't even break my armor, so all I needed to do was just use some armor patches afterwards, and it really wasn't that big of a deal. And at this point there was hardly any players left in the round, so I decided to use the sentry guns I had collected, and before I could even place the second one, the first one started shooting at someone. While I was playing, I didn't actually notice, but when I looked back at the footage, someone actually died right there. But my sentry killed 2 people, and I killed the last person, and I ended up winning. So far, Battle Royale has been very easy for me. After that, I bought some goggles and now I am fully stacked. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed this. It isn't really something that I'll play a lot, but I still had fun playing it. Okay, that's the end of the video, and I hope you liked it. If you want to see a video of me explaining a Roblox Halo game, then click on this video, I guess. And you should subscribe. Goodbye.